out here on the trail. I wanted to talk about some things that have been on my mind a lot lately because ever since I learned how to role play better in a 4D and a 3D way, and play TTRPGs in a far more rewarding way, I tried really hard to teach some of my friends who DM, one of my friends in particular who DMs, and he was completely adverse to the change or improvement. And the more I got into it with him back and forth, I realized he's adverse to change in every way of his life. And I've started to find that that's kind of a common trend amongst people in this hobby. There are a lot of hobbyists in the RPG space who think they are the Miyagi of their craft. They don't need to change. They've been doing it for 10 years and 15 years, 20 years. Why would I ever change? But then there's this crazy turnover of players at their tables, and they actually don't wonder why. They assume, they're the best, and those players are leaving for the reasons that they lied about. Because usually it's a lie, right? Players don't just, I really have all this stuff going on in my life, I gotta go. No, they're bored out of their mind, so they get out. Like I love how Dungeon Masters, they think players leave their games because they actually have going on what they told the DM. I'm sure there's instances where there is, but I think 90% of the time, the players are bored. And some players are just completely fine with sitting in boredom. For example, in the game I recently just left from the DM who wouldn't change or even work with me to some degree. His significant other is a player in this group, and that player had to give the recap a couple of weeks ago. Bird is loud. So I had to give the recap, which I hate doing the recaps, by the way. It's a terrible process. It should just go away. And he had to give the recap for Tyranny of Dragons. He gave the worst recap. It was like he didn't care. Very nonchalant. Yeah, whatever. We did this. And yeah, that's my recap. So the DM goes, wow, that was a horrible recap. And he goes, yeah, well, this isn't Curse of Strahd. Referring to a previous campaign they did. You just told the DM that this game is boring. Yeah, this sucks, but I'm still here. And the DM just goes, okay, well, nothing is like Curse of Strahd. Actually, that is the wrong answer. You should say, all right, let's pause, everybody. Let's evaluate what's going on here. Are you all bored? Just like so-and-so. What can we do to change it? How can we make this experience better? No, they don't. They just sit there on their hands and they continue to think that their TTRPG dojo is just perfect. I'm over it. So I left that game. I got out. Done. No more. And now I'm out here walking the woods. I'm free to do that now because I don't got to be in that game anymore. I love the guy. He's a good friend of mine. But if you're not going to change, if you're not willing to implement things that might improve everyone's experience, what are you doing? But yeah, so I believe that the TTRPG space is littered with people like this that think they're the best. Now, a few things that I brought up to this DM that he could have implemented was less chit-chatter at the table, less out-of-character banter. Now, preferably, I would want none, but baby steps. Wouldn't even do that. The excuse was that this is the opportunity for our friends to get together and talk, because we don't get to see each other often because we live in different locations in the country. Who's to say you have to only talk during D&D night? Why can't you get on Discord on any random night during the week on the phone to talk about other things? Why are we using the game table as that? You mean you don't go play hockey with friends, pick up hockey, and just talk the whole time. No, you're playing. You're in the mode. We play D&D lately, where the hobby has turned D&D into golf, where in between everything you're just bullshitting. If you're in a band, you don't go to band practice and bring your friend who can't play any instruments. Why is D&D just the social experiment now. It's no longer an RPG. It's no longer a tabletop role-playing game. It's this strange place where people need to gather to have therapy. Therapy sessions. Don't even get me started, because they're all friggin' therapy sessions, most of them. No one's really role-playing. They theorize about their role-play. I find that all the time. I see players, one guy at this table, all the time. Actually, all of them. They all used to do it. Instead of talking in character, it was, well, my character would feel this way. Yes, he would feel that way. Oh, yes, that's very good, so-and-so. I'm glad your character feels that way. What are we doing? Stop. Go do something else. If I was going to go play shitty move tokens around on a grid game, I'd go download it on Steam. I bet you there's a game on Steam called Shitty Move Tokens Around on Grid. Because that's what people do. They play a shitty Steam game, and they move their tokens around, and they do measurements like they're playing Warhammer. None of them play Warhammer, mind you. Because they can't even get that going either. But I'm on a tangent. I'm ranting. I haven't made a video in a little while. And that's what this is about. I'm angry. I'm mad. I'm happy to be out, though. All the opportunity to do other things, play other games, if I wanted to, which I will. Anyway, that's all I got. Wanted to rant about this. This has been on my mind. I finally got out of this game that was boring as all hell. And I'm a free man now, so talk to you soon.